Yeah, there you go. Nicely done. What just happened there? I don't think that was the right button, Jimmy. Yeah, wrong clip. Let's write the wrong one. No? Don't get the right one? Hey, you guys can join the show with us live right now. The phone lines are going to be open in the second hour. 431-300-3005. And hey, the Mornings in the Lab community is hopping too. The vertical side, the horizontal side. Come say hello in the comments. Yes, sirree, baby. And if you're not joining the show live, I would invite you to come hang out with us every single morning here, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Or you can come grab it on any of the on-demand platforms, hanging out all over the planet. So guys, what did you guys do this weekend? What did you do this weekend, nation? I'll tell you what I did. If you were following me on Sora, I was driving around Saskatchewan. Yep. Oh yeah, baby. Yep. Took my dad, took my mom, went out and spent some time out hanging out with Carter out in Saskatchewan, watching some hockey, spending time on the farm, birthing some calves, racing some combines, climbing on top of oil rigs. Yeah, true story. Jimmy, whenever you're ready, brother, you can run that reset, pal.
Good morning and welcome to the biggest show for happy men on the planet. Keith, John, Marty, hope you fellas had a good loop. Marty, we heard you wanted opinions. Here's one for you. Guy friends with puppies can be just friends, you know? All right, nation, let's see what the circus has brewing today. Keith, Marty, John, let's go. And Jimmy, don't sneeze on our puppy, dude.
Have it. Breaking news happening this morning. Breaking news, John Anderson. Breaking news, breaking news. Regular men that aren't gay can have puppies. Johnny, true story.
Well, let me update that update. Okay.
Yes.
A man who says don't sneeze on my puppy is queer as a $3 bill.
Jesus.
I say that with love. I say that with love. I have multiple gay friends. I have no issues with homosexuality, any sexuality, any color, race. We're all the same. Well, there's one race. It's called human race. Whether you like to pitch, catch, whatever, we're all human.
And we all have humor. And sometimes we all just take ourselves too fucking seriously. So let's just sit back.
So what would you say
out.
if I said, Keith, don't sneeze on my puppy? But what the fuck is wrong with you today?
I would fucking rile up big old sneeze and I blow my fucking mucus all over your puppy's ass, John Anderson. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man.
I'm good. How are you, brother?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful week with mom and dad.
Yeah, it looked like good. The picture sent was really cool.
Yeah. Spent so much time driving around rural Saskatchewan, and spent some time on the farm, which was awesome. I we've joked before about the farm, man. There's something about just spending time on a farm, John Anderson, and the simplistic values that when you get there, you just kind of you find some time to have awareness. The rest of the world just seems so distant when you're on the farm.
Yeah, it's a different world. It's your own little universe.
It is.
I was thinking about that when you were there.
Yeah.
So when I was in Saskatchewan,
yeah,
I was in Regina.
Yeah. I was a couple hours away from me. Yep.
Yeah, and we competed in their main hockey rink, wherever their main hockey place was, their hockey center.
Yeah.
It was a cool little spot.
That's right. Yeah, it's exactly where it was. I was a couple hours from Regina, rural Saskatchewan. Just a good old, just a simple place, man. Just simple values, and thoroughly enjoyed myself and had a lot of fun with Carter.
Hold together, girl. We got a field to save. Pure horsepower. That's all we need. Breakfast is counting on us.
I'm on the tractor, just fucking booting around the town there, and
I don't think they call that a tractor, dude. I think that's a different name. I don't know what that thing is, but
I wouldn't even know what the fuck to do with
That's
it.
a different type of machine you were driving there.
Well, yeah. Well, I birthed a calf too. Yeah, Jimmy, if you got that one, I got a clip me birthing a calf this weekend too. Yeah, I stuck my long arm up the cow's ass and pulled the calf.
I've seen.
You won't beat me today, big guy. You gotta be kidding. They got a banner? Yeah. Mornings in the lab, 8 a.m. Don't miss it. All right, back to beating this combo.
I forgot to give Jimmy the birthing calf clip. Yeah, I birthed the calf. True story.
Dude, I think they were checking on the calf.
Yeah.
This dude, the vet would come out to our farm.
Yes.
Remember the first time I ever saw it, dude.
Oh.
Puts this plastic thing all the way up to here.
Yes.
And he just starts fucking going. And he stuck his whole arm in the vagina of that cow.
Yes, that's exactly.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is that? I've never seen anything like that before.
That's exactly what happens when you stick your arm up the calf's rear end, is that you end up, Jimmy, I'm dropping this over into your feed here in a few moments here. But yeah, it was good times, just a good time hanging out. And like I said, just simple, man. And there's certainly some enjoyment with just the simplistic values.
Dude, when you say simple,
yeah,
that's it. Of course, I'm all about simplicity, but there's something about the more you, and I'm not talking about how I use the word simple.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a simple life.
Totally. I agree with you.
What's the extreme version? What are they? They got the big beards. Shit.
Oh, like the Hutterites and Mennonite, like Amish folks.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, their belief is to keep things simple. And,
absolutely. Yes.
And there's something about living on a farm. If you truly when we were there, I mean, Jesus, there would be, easily not leave there for a week,
Oh yeah. It's sorry, Jimmy, I'm just trying to grab this for you here while I'm just having a conversation with Johnny here, because I found it. I sent it to the wrong person, I think, so I'm sending it to you now. Yeah, it's horse and buggy and farm and food from the land and living off the grid and so forth, right? And so here's what's simple, John, and I'll just kind of lean into this for a second. So my uncle, whose farm we were at, was baling some hay and was talking about drying it out. And I'm going to talk real simple, and so simple what I'm going to say next. He's like, yeah, so I cut it down, and I called my advisor, who's his brother, and said, what should I do? He's like, well, he says, I would get in your 4x4 and drive on it for a couple hours. It's like, what? He's like, yeah, just drive back and forth on it. I go, why? He goes, to pat the air out of it. Like, holy fuck. Like, you talk about the simplistic things. He cut the fucking straw down, got in his truck, and just drove over 2 hours just to pat all the air out. The point is that on that air there decreased the value, so we had to drive over. So something that, again, the simplistic thing, Johnny.
We had one field on our farm that we would, and it was more of a, I think it was more for fun. I don't think it really worked out. I was little, so I don't really remember all the details, but I don't think it really worked out the way it was supposed to. Very small field. It was a 50-acre farm.
Yes.
But this thing was like no machinery. Plowed it with a fucking horse, So we had the big Clydesdale that pulled a fucking plow. Right. Yeah. Like the dude that would come and do that, fuck, that was a job, because he had to man the horse and hold the plow like a fucking wheelbarrow at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
That was crazy shit.
It's and just the basic stuff. Hey, Jimmy, run that clip, me calving. There you go.
Calf out of her milk sack. The calf comes out way above that.
And it came out branded with Mornings in the Lab on it. What's up, Marty?
What the hell is going on, man? I'm just getting here. This is the first thing I see.
Is a calf coming out of a cow's rear end?
That was not the rear end. That was coming out of the milk sack, whatever you call that.
The physics were somewhat off in that experience. That's for sure.
He's sitting there. Not to mention, if you're fucking pulling on that thing like a tug of war.
I know, just yanking it. But John, true man. I've witnessed I have been invited to, but I have politely declined to stick my arm up a cow's rear end. I'm sure you maybe have had the same opportunity. And
I declined that as well.
Yeah.
I thought Johnny would have done it.
Yeah, I was probably 9. Didn't really see how it was going to change anything in my world at the time. You know,
I would think that if I was invited to do it today, John, because I'm all about trying new things, I think I would try.
You know, there are things that I like to try, but I still have to connect it to some sort of a value thing. No, not that there's no value in that, but just to me.
No value in sticking your arm up a cow's
Like
rear end. Eh?
eating a piece of dog food to me would have more value because I'm all about food and how
Yes, you are.
I don't see how sticking my arm in a cow's vagina is gonna somehow increase the value of what I do. Now, if I was a farmer, it'd be, or if I was planning to be a farmer, give me the long fucking glove.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it. What I also love about farming is this, really the simple concept: buy the cow for X, raise it, and sell it for Y. There you go. Simple as that. Keep it alive. Make sure it gets fat, so you can raise it from 4 pounds to 400 pounds and make the difference.
I got a question for Mark because he missed this one.
Yeah.
So it's multiple choice, brother. You'd only pick A or B.
Uh-oh.
So if somebody says to you, "Don't sneeze on my puppy," is that person A, straight, or B, potentially gay?
Potentially gay.
Exactly. Thank you. You know, dude, they keep writing these scripts like, defendant, John, don't sneeze on my puppy. You're gayer now. Jesus Christ.
So
they keep trying to defend themselves. They're just going deeper into the hole, you know?
Yeah. We solidified it. It's
We
okay.
You know what we got to do? You know what we got to do? We got to ask these fuckers to start unrobing because we're going to find them wearing all sorts of weird fucking S&M shit and ladies' clothes underneath their suits.
You heard that, Melissa? You heard that, Melissa? Melissa, you got it now.
Christopher Martin, how was your weekends, brother?
It was good, man. I was on Sora too, having some fun.
I saw you out there, and so I'd love to hear your impressions. The young buck on the staff here, tell us about your impressions of the new platform, Sora 2.
It can be great. I got to work on my prompting, but there were a few mess ups. But I'm getting it to go in the direction I wanted to go. But,
can you see how ridiculously addictive it can be?
It's definitely addictive.
And you can see that dopamine hit that because you put those words in and you see it spin and you wonder what it's going to make. Am I wrong, Marty? And then if it turns out to be pretty cool, there's this spike of, oh, that's awesome, and you want to do it again, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, exactly. And I was on there. Me and my mom were looking.
Yeah.
She saw some of your videos. She was like, what the heck is going on?
Well, yeah, and they're just so fucking random too. I had the nun, the bikini girl, and the old handsome chief hanging out together. But yeah, I think it's quite enjoyable. It's quite fun. It's certainly resetting the bar around media. That's for sure.
They loved it on Instagram though. Some of the videos I made, I put them on Instagram. They
yeah,
loved it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, I know. Well, hey, and I gotta tell you, man, your cameo, handsome Marty. Woo, baby.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, handsome Marty. I made a video with you too. Actually, I was looking to cut it up, but I learned something I couldn't do it, so I just deleted it last night. So you didn't get a chance to see it. So I'll remake it later today.
Yeah, brother. Your new look is it's a law of attraction.
I agree.
You're gonna get what whatever you exude is what you're gonna get. That's what's gonna be drawn to you. So the new look is gonna get you more, I think, what you're looking for, especially starting a new business too.
Yes.
Appreciate that, man.
Hey, Sterling and Preston, what do you got at the conversation desk for us this morning to dig into? What are we talking about today, boys? Besides sneezing on pup.
The leaders winning with AI are the ones who listen first.
Empathy over ego. If you run a team, stick around.
5 weird tricks to kill cravings. Number 3 works fast. Backed by science, not wishful thinking. Stop copying 4 a.m. routines. This is the 20-minute morning that actually works. Do figs really have dead wasps in them? Short answer, it's complicated. You'll never unsee this. Unfollow 20 people today. Watch how fast your sanity comes back.
Keith, back to you guys in the studio.
Sora 2, an invite-only iOS app that turns text prompts into ultra-realistic 10-second videos. Hit 1 million downloads in under 5 days. Marty, we got to get Johnny on there, brother. Johnny, we got to get your team to get you on there.
I got to ask him if that's what we're using, because I spent all weekend giving him content, like kind of like, remember what you had me do, right?
Yeah.
But I had like this fucking long list of shit that I had to give him. Like today, I got to record like a 30-minute fucking thing of my voice.
Okay. Yeah. With Sora, you just got to take a picture and basically read 6 numbers, and then you're done. So, have one of your colleagues, have one of your teammates text me, or let's text later today, because getting you on there is super easy, and then we can have a lot of fun together collectively. You, me, and Marty, and we can have a bunch of fun actually, and create some great content and drive some.
And I apologize for not joining the party, dude. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm kind of expanding what I'm doing within my peptide business. So
I know,
I'm going into different. So that, there's 3 layers to it. So I'm basically joining the party on all 3.
Yeah, you're going vertically integrated, aren't you? Right from that's. I know, it's awesome, man. I think it's fantastic. A fully vertically integrated business.
Yeah, and we made a fucking ton of progress this weekend.
Did you?
Oh yeah, it was killer.
That's awesome. Lady Drew, have a good one, bro. Have a good one, Lady Drew. I'm not sure where you're going. Hopefully you're going to hang out with us here. Guys, so just, kind of spend a little bit of time here on Sora. Users flooded the platform with deepfakes. It's certainly taken over the social space. I did some additional reading on social media and some of the trends on the weekend too, guys, during my travels, and some recent studies and things that I've been reading. 1 second is what we have to convince somebody to stick around in the scroll.
I was going to say this. It's getting shorter. I was wondering what the new study is.
1
second. It used to be 7, then went to 3.
And not just visual, but sound design is equally important.
Everything.
Yes.
It's like we used to do 3. It sounds like I'm going to change it to 1.
Yeah.
We needed a visual hook. Yeah. We needed words. We needed a headline.
Yep.
Right. And then basically, usually what it does in that first second, the camera will go in and out real quick.
Yes.
There's 5 we try to hit 5 different versions of movement, headline. I'm saying something, I'm looking a certain way, even trying to create a background. It's like fucking nuts how many hooks you got to put in there.
Well, and John and Marty, the other thing,
fish.
Yeah, the other thing I've been reading about too is pattern breaks. Maybe I'm sure you both are experts in this. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. For those that don't know what I'm referring to, is most creators, most create much of the similar content. The successful ones break patterns. Think about it. When you're scrolling on your phone, you watch. There's a reason why you stop. Yeah, there's a reason why you stop, and it's actually not as intentional as we think. It's actually a subliminal message that tells John, oh, the pattern's broken, stop here. It's actually quite fascinating. And I was kind of doing some testing here, even over the weekend here. Marty, you might have even saw some of my Sora stuff. It's different than some of the stuff I was making earlier, but I was trying some of that pattern breaks, and it's actually quite fascinating where it's a completely different style of content, John. I see you nodding. You know exactly what I'm talking about, eh?
It just changes so fucking fast, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. It's like that's kind of one cool thing about the community.
Yes.
Once they're in your community, that they're more interested. Those really tight, fucking crazy, got to do this loosens up because they're already interested in what you have to say.
Yes, that's exactly right. And then, hey, last week, guys, I teased this a little bit, but they officially did it. John, you can tell Terry, Figure 3 has just unveiled their new robot. It stands 5'6". They're gonna start deploying it sometime.
Figure 3 is a company.
Yeah, they're out of California. There's still no pricing on it, but it's built for the home. Dishwashers, clear tables, handle laundry.
That thing is going to be so popular, dude.
I think so. Yeah, it's they've raised over $1 billion, a $39 billion valuation. They're betting on a $40 trillion global labor market. And it's not ready to run in the house yet, but it's the closest anyone's got to doing some stuff inside of the kitchen, inside of the laundry room, and so forth. And it's around the corner.
We looked into that a little bit, and we were like, hey, how good is this thing about not fucking up door jams and shit like that? Because we just remodeled a fucking house.
Yes.
With flawless. You got some fucking robot in there with steel elbows that's fucking cracking doors and door jams. It's like, holy Christ.
And this is where much of us don't want to wrap our heads around understanding. But as the world reorientates, and as we look to bring maybe more manufacturing back into North America or labor type jobs, folks are like, so where's the humans? Who's going to drive the semi trucks? Who's going to work in the factories? Robots. It's just the truth, right? Because yesterday was like, hey, let's go have the illegal labor. Let's go have the legal, the inexpensive labor to do it all. Now it's gonna be like, hey, we got to get rid of all the illegal immigrants. Let's go and hire some robots. True story, Johnny. Exactly what it is, man.
Yeah, that's very true. So, it's changing times, baby.
It is. It absolutely is. Yeah. Hey, so on my East Coast, this is something from my world, which I thoroughly enjoy, which is sharks. I love sharks. The largest great white shark resurfaced here on the east coast of Canada, 14 feet, 1,700 pound. Now the largest recorded male. So I can give some perspective to that because I saw a 13-foot great white when I was off the shores of in southern Australia.
That's almost the same thing, dude. Holy shit.
I know. But you know what's striking about it, John? And I think you can appreciate this because you're a big man. You've been around big men in terms of lifting and so forth. What humans, and I think we don't wrap our heads around, is the mass of something. So when I saw that shark for the first time in the water, Marty, like, 13 feet, you think long, but you can wrap your head around how thick it is. Like, it's like a fucking bus in the water.
It's probably fucking 9 feet around.
You can't even. It's hard to grasp until you see it in real life. Like, you're just kind of outside the cage. I was in the water and I could just if I wanted to stick my hand out, I couldn't touch it. But you're like, holy fuck, that thing is so massive, Marty.
Yeah, man. I'm the closest I've gotten to that is a stingray, about 6 feet with a wingspan.
Dude,
that's probably the biggest thing I've seen, and it's scary.
Yeah,
because when you're in the water like that, there's nothing you could do if it wants to attack you.
Yes, I know.
You can't do anything.
And those things, dude, if they fucking hit you with that tail, you're in trouble, boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I've actually hit one before. It was like the baby ones, though.
Did you step on them? Because when you're walking out there, you got to be careful in some places because they sit in the sand. You step on them.
They do.
And that fucker will tag you with that tail real quick.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Good morning, Sullivan. Love this show where anyone can hang out with at least 3 inspirational, successful people and learn from at least 3, Sullivan. Yeah, including yourself as well. Hey, Neuralink, guys, I've told you about Neuralink before. Elon's other company where he's inputting brain chips in folks, especially people that might be paralyzed and so forth. Well, here's what's incredible, man. I'm telling you, John, you and I, so again, I've laughed because we're a couple of years ahead of Marty growing up. We grew up with this science fiction stuff. Well, Marty and Marty's kids, that's going to be normal for them. There's over 10,000 people now that are on Neuralink's wait list for these N1 brain chips. Essentially, to simplify it, you might be paralyzed. You might have some kind of neurological disease or a neurological incident happen with your body. You put a chip inside you and you can do a lot of interesting things, man. I find this fascinating because the world of Iron Man, the world of robot humans is just around the corner, Johnny.
Nuts, dude.
Like just around the corner.
It's hard to comprehend all this, dude.
Well, it is because we talk about robots. Now we're talking about embedded humans with these Neuralink chips. It's an interesting time we're in. Speaking of interesting time, let's do a little pivot over to Jimmy. I got this topic on the leadership styles winning in the AI era. Jim, I know you got a clip for this one. Here's our hook. Have you noticed the best leaders today sound less like robots and more like guides? Marty, here's some tips for you, man, as you continue. As we're going to talk about leadership in today's world and how it's changing. We're going to break down the leadership style that wins in the AI world. And John, as you're growing your team, some tips for you as well, perhaps, so you can build resilient, high-performing teams in a tech-supercharged world.
Remember when leadership meant having all the answers? You've spent years building your expertise, earning your authority. Something deeper is changing. Studies from leading institutions show that today's most effective leaders share a common thread, one that has little to do with what they know and everything to do with how they connect. The evidence points to a fundamental redefinition. Understanding this shift means understanding yourself differently. It means leading from a place you might not have explored before. Ready to explore? Let's dive in.
Looking good, John, says Jim Glassman. Jim, do you know John? You want to connect to him?
This guy said Jim Glassman. I used to know a dude from the strength world named Jim Glassman.
Maybe it's the same guy. It's
he came and trained me a few times, and I ran him to death on the steps. If that's you, Jim, say reveal yourself.
That's awesome. Well, the way he's communicating with is strong. I'm going to think that he might be the gentleman you're talking about. So good morning, Jim Glassman. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith John.
Cool motherfucking cat right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's cool about him?
Oh, just a fucking great human.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. That's great. Well, Jim, thanks for joining us in the show, man. If you're first time here, welcome to Mornings in the Lab. And if you are the Jim that John knew from the past, would love to hear that. And our comments are open on the YouTube channel as well. Hey guys, in the world of AI, what I found striking about this conversational topic was, as leaders and as we have been leaders, I think our colleagues and our employees and the folks who have looked with have always looked for the leader to have the answer. Whether it was I don't know or I do know, but they wanted the answer. What I'm finding interesting is that in a world where all the answers are now in our pocket on an AI, our leaders, you know, your role as a leader, John, your role as a leader, Marty, is not necessarily to have all the answers anymore. It's actually more about being a human. It's actually helping a human have emotion and having, it's the bar stool, John, says Glassman.
The what?
It's the bar stool, John.
I'm not catching the fucking joke.
I'm the bar stool. He says, looking good, John. I'm the bar stool. Maybe you know that.
I think that's a term like maybe I sat on him. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I don't quite understand that.
Well, we're gonna learn along the way.
But I just flipped over vertical that you can't see his face because the LinkedIn icon, but it means he's a big fucker. That looks like him.
Yeah.
He's like 340 pounds, 6'4", or 6'3", 6'4", 340. The big man.
And yes, I survived.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. I survived the steps. That's him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Jim, you want to call in and join the conversation with us right now? The phone lines are open. Come join myself, Marty, and John, 431-300-3005. I'm opening up an invitation to you, Glassman. So if you want to come say hello to John, I'd invite you to do that right now. We're having a conversation about leadership in the AI world, and would love to have you join this chat with myself, John, and Marty, if you're up for that. But guys, leading as a human is more important than ever because there's data, there's knowledge, there's everything we need to know the answer is in our pocket. So what our colleagues are looking for is more of that human side of things, the humility, the authenticity, delegating the humanity of things. What's your first thoughts on this, John, Marty?
Go ahead,
Makes sense, doesn't it?
I'll let you lead this off.
All right, that's cool. As far as delegating things, I'm kind of happy we're delegating things to AI.
Tell me.
We can be more efficient. You don't have to worry about moods. You don't have to worry about your tone. I know that sounds a little harsh, but it's just the reality, and I think it gives humans a chance to level up, basically, right?
Yes.
You either get with the times or you get left.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What about you, John? Thoughts on this too?
I kind of agree with Mart. It's all how you use it,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, if you use it to, I would say some people use it, it takes their authenticity away. I think you have to be careful not to let that happen. That's all about the user.
Yes.
Keith, you made a good point last week when you said the more you use AI, the more you use your brain.
Oh,
man. It's not handicapping you,
I think more than ever, Marty. Like I'm telling you, man, if you really want to get so again, just we were talking about this morning, some of the content I was creating with Sora this weekend. My brain power, I was using more of my brain than I have in probably weeks because I was trying to get some certain outputs, and I had to lean into, in order for me to get what I wanted to get out, Marty, I had to dig for words.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm the same way. Same way.
Right. And I think that's, unless you're using it all the time, you don't really know what I'm referring to. But and then when you see the improvements, you're like, oh, it's because I improved the way that I communicated.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
yeah, if you give a vague response or a vague answer, that's what you're going to get in return. So.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So guys, leaders who win now to do three things daily: keep their humanity, learn out loud, and let AI be a partner, not a crutch. So I invite you to do this, guys. Start small, stay curious, and lead with clarity. Your team's going to feel it, and your results are going to show it. It's funny because I was thinking about authenticity over the weekend and what that really still means in 2025. Marty, what does that mean to you when you hear authenticity?
That's a great question, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. What does it mean to you?
In 2025 specifically?
Yeah.
I think, people aren't authentic like being themselves, right?
Yeah.
They're being authentic to what they think you want them to see, if that makes sense. Right. So if I want to be, if I'm a doctor, right?
Yes.
And I want to get on Instagram, I want to show my brand off, right?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what I think you think a cool doctor is, and not just myself.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does. Absolutely.
That's what I think authenticity is in 2025.
So I see it the same way. Johnny, what about you?
Well, I think, authenticity is I think it's very difficult for people to convey that if they're not used to being in front of a camera.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, I mean, think about how many people, as soon as that fucking camera is in their face, they're just not that. Yes, they're still the same person, but they, something comes over them, and all of a sudden the cat's got their tongue, and they're not this, like say a really, really accomplished. Well, perfect example. I'll use literally an example. So Terry's looking at different plastic surgeons to have her boobs redone, right? And so she's actually said the same thing. She's like, these surgeons are going on and they're making these videos where you can kind of see them a little bit more. And he goes, Jesus Christ, she says, once they start to talk, it makes me question them, but it's not that they're not they just really don't know how to present themselves by camera. If they were in a consultation one-on-one, that's a different version of them versus if they're making a video.
I think Mike McQuillan says it best, and I could not agree more with what McQuillan says, which is people using AI to create a message about authenticity is the pinnacle of irony. Like, it really is. When I sit back and I go, okay, I'm authentic, and I create a message for Marty to show my authenticity and has nothing with my words, it's all just a bunch of fucking AI stuff. Like, there's nothing real about that as well. Jim Glassman will get you that number in a quick second here, but that it's the ultimate irony, Marty. There's nothing authentic about it at all. Like, at all.
But you got to think about where are you using that? Like, for example, if you're using AI to clean up a caption you're putting under a video of yourself, that's different than if you ask the fucking thing to make you a video.
Yes, 100%.
So again, it goes back to my original statement. You as the person in control have to make sure it doesn't take your authenticity away.
Yes. Yeah. I found something on the weekend. I can't find it right now. I'm going to try to find it for tomorrow's show, but I found something on the weekend around authenticity, and I grabbed some thoughts on it. I was going to maybe write a little bit of a monologue around it, because I think the word authenticity is a ridiculously overused word in 2025, and I think everybody's kind of forgotten about what it means. Hey, Glassman, 431-300-3005. Johnny, he's going to give us a call. 431-300-3005. Jim Glassman, you give us a call right now. McQuillan, would love to hear from you, but first of all, we got to put Glassman on the line here. We're going to connect some old brothers from different mothers from the past, I think. Apparently, well, I don't know. We're going to get Glassman joining us here in a couple minutes here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Marty, the entire gang here showing up. And Lady Drew, if you're still here, glad to have you here in the lab. If you're gone, I'm sorry that you're gone. Hopefully you'll show back up here and hang out with us along the way. Marty, highlight from the weekend for you, brother. What was your big highlight this weekend?
Big highlight this weekend, probably I got like 3 clients for my social media business. So
Come on,
Good for you, brother. Good
Yeah,
for
man.
you. That's what it's all about,
pretty
babe.
good. Yeah,
dude,
man.
that's awesome. How did you get them? Where'd you get them from?
Just Instagram.
Yeah.
I promote the business at least once a day on my page, and that's it.
Good for you, brother.
It's simple, man.
Good for you.
Nicely done. Nicely done. After Glassman gives us a call, guys, we're going to move into 5 weird tricks that'll kill cravings. Hey, John, what's one way you've killed a craving in your life? Do you have a weird trick you've used to kill a craving?
I mean, usually for me, a craving is connected to a self-sabotage behavior pattern.
Oh.
So basically you can kill that by doing something, and it's crazy if you look deep enough.
Hang tight, Johnny. Hang tight, Johnny. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang tight. Good morning. Is this? There we go. Here is this Jim Glassman.
Hey guys,
Is this Jim Glassman?
this is Jim Glassman. Good morning.
Jim Glassman.
Yeah, what's up, brother? It's been a long time. How are you, brother?
Good, man. It was wonderful to wake up and see you. The first time anyone's been live on LinkedIn, I gave a shit about.
Right on. Right on. How's life treating you, brother?
You know, life is treating me good. I'm closer to about 300 pounds these days. But yeah,
I was just posted about what a
big.
beast you were. You were when we trained together, you were about 340. You were just a massive creature.
I was, yeah, 340, 350 there for a few years. It's really
Were you
good.
actually
No,
350? I didn't mean to shortchange you, brother. Holy shit! Tell everybody about so he came and trained with my group. His trains hard. You know, not everybody I would even let come train with me. Tell everybody about the day we trained. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I remember about that day because we had done a couple of competitions before. Do you remember the competition in St. Louis where we squatted the Ford Explorer?
Yeah, and you beat me in a squat event, which really pissed me off. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then the next event after that was like a Conan's wheel, 2 at a time.
Was it a Conan's wheel?
I was
Okay.
on them and we walked in the big circle. And if I remember right, I beat you that event, and then you didn't talk to me the rest of the weekend. So fast forward to I'm working at Wells Fargo in San Francisco and training with a guy in your crew named Ricky LaRocca.
Yeah, my boy.
Ricky?
Yo, he's
Yeah.
still my close
I've
friend.
got to get through. Yeah, dude, Ricky is as solid as they come. And so Ricky basically was like, nah, John, he's cool. And we came and we trained and everything was heavy. And it was the first time I'd not been competing with you, and I just watched you train, and I never seen deltoids that big that were moving weight. And then we got done, and I'm thinking we're going to go eat. And you're like, hey, Jimmy, I got some hills for you.
Hey,
and you take me right over and off the wheel, I think.
Yeah, we just crossed the bridge. Yeah, because the training facility was in a real seedy neighborhood in Richmond. Yeah.
Did I hear you guys? Good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith, John, and Marty, and our guest here this morning. Out of the blue, Jim Glassman, a buddy of John who's traded together. Marty, did we hear them say you guys squatted a Ford Explorer? Did I hear you say that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Said it very casual too.
Yeah. Marty, I thought I heard the same thing too, just casually. And then John, yeah. So just back it up. You guys squatted a Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
For rep.
Yeah. I think Jim got one. I think I got 15 and Jim got 16. It was, I remember that day vividly because it was such a heavy one. I had never used a power suit before. So the first day I put a power suit on in competition, these things take your arrow in. I put it on too early. And I was going up there and I was already feeling like I didn't have any wind, but you got no choice. When you're up, you're up. And it was I remember that day was like my introduction to a fucking the super suit the first day. And I think, Jim, you actually have a powerlifting background, correct? So you're used to the suit. That's what I told myself of why he beat me. See, that's what I told myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, strongman was always a fun event. It's like you couldn't just look at someone and tell how they were.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if that were the case, we'd have all kept our shirts on.
So Glassman, help me and Marty understand. I'm really hung up because it's funny. Producer Melissa just dropped a text in here, and she's right.
Well,
She goes like they're talking like they had ice cream together, like just a normal thing. I'm really hung up on squatting the Explorer, and I think Marty is too. Like, hold on a second here. Like, we're talking a full Ford Explorer on your back, and you're squatting it.
What they do is they put it. It's basically on like it's on like a pivot. That makes sense. So it's like picture like they drive it up on a trailer.
Yeah.
And there's a hinge back here, and so we're out here. That makes sense.
Okay.
And so it's doing this.
It's like a Smith machine in some way. Like I'm kind of exaggerating, but it's like a machine. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
it's a fixed pathway. Yeah, which actually kind of makes it tough because you got to understand the angle of that.
Yes.
That was a kind of if I remember correctly, that was a new set of equipment. It was a big contest, and so yeah, it was I think if I remember correctly, I want to say Jim and I were like 1 and 2. We were the top 3 in that event.
Well, it reminds me, Marty, you sent me that video. Go ahead, George. Sorry, Jim. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's funny. I don't know if any of that video ever made the web. I know Travis Ortmeyer, a couple guys have some old video left, but John's got the best analogy for it. If you imagine driving up on a trailer and the big gooseneck part of the trailer that would go on the back of the truck, that went on our backs.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The power curve was more like a hammer strength machine.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can imagine the pivot point is back at the back, behind the back of the truck.
Yeah.
There's a bar on your back. The closest thing to the 44, like you walk up to it, like the truck's taller than you. Right. The wheels are kind of at your shoulder. And when you squat down in the hole, I mean, I don't know how heavy it was. It felt like 1,000 pounds at the bottom. It's probably close to 500 when you stood up. So if you fired out of the hole really fast, as some guys did early, when you got to the top, if you need to hold on to that bar, like it would come off your back a little bit for momentum, and then it would crash back on people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No kidding. It
It
reminds me. So Marty, thanks you. I forgot to acknowledge you, Marty. You dropped the video last night for me, but the Mark Henry video, like the world's strongest man, and how Mark Henry became the world's strongest man, like that was an incredible journey for Henry too, and it got me thinking. It's like the coincidence of having Jim Glassman on the show right now, having this conversation about strength, and after watching Mark Henry do what he did, man, what you guys put yourself through, Anderson and Glassman, dudes, So I'm still hung up on squatting the Explorer. Are you guys going to say next you guys squatted 747s for your next set of reps or what? Like, is that what
we pulled those?
No. Just nonchalant.
Right object, wrong movement, Keith.
Yeah, no, I was right there behind you, John. I was just like, no, I pulled one.
Yeah.
You know, squatted one.
So Jim, your memory is sharp on this. So when I took you to the steps, when I took you to the steps after training, was it after you beat me in the squat event? Because that would make sense in my mind.
Oh, definitely. It was a couple of years later. Yeah, okay. You had remembered though. We spoke about it.
I was getting revenge.
You were not a guy used to getting beat at squat.
No.
It's okay. I really enjoyed you enough. I was gonna let you have that because I still enjoyed being your friend. So you were gonna get it that day. It was okay.
That's awesome.
I knew I was being had, and I didn't mind.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, maybe you can take a couple minutes to tell our audience what you're up to. Jim, where are you living? What are you doing these days? And what's keeping you active? And how did you find us, Jim? Did you pop into LinkedIn and you saw John's head, or how did you? So give us a lowdown, pal. Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah. So I popped into LinkedIn this morning, as I do many mornings, and in my notifications was that John was doing a live event, and I didn't have to read past that. I'm like, if John is live, it's going to be worth watching. So let me go ahead and turn in.
That's awesome.
So yeah. So golly, what has Glassman been up to? You know, I was one of the guys on the tour that like I didn't have a normal strongman job. I was a data and analytics guy. still am.
Yeah, Jim is
Obviously
like
that means
extremely smart. He's
a lot
a
of
smart
I
motherfucker.
use
Smart.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So yeah, it's like, 20 something years of building data and AI tools for BI folks. And then over the last couple of years, it's like, oh, cool. We're just going to automate this all. We're just going to automate people all the way out. And so like that happens in places, but to be honest, in the last year, when the AI development tools got really big, like it opened an environment for me to build things I'd not been able to do before. Like I started as a web analytics guy. And so you can imagine you've got to deal with the websites you're measuring a lot, put some of your own code in there. But I was never the guy building the website, but I was just around for all of it. And so my career had been in finance and then a bunch of places and then a lot of healthcare. So I actually started building a home healthcare software platform at the beginning of the year.
Good for you, brother.
And yeah, the AI tools are kind of at this point like this amazing exoskeleton that everybody, whatever job they're in, can find a way to put some of it on and just start blasting past all the people that are not.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, Jim, listen, man, I'm very grateful that you took some time out of your day to spend some minutes with myself and Marty and John this morning. Very, very kind to you. Why don't you come and officially hang out with some time on the show?
I was going to say, dude, let's have Jim. Jim would be a great guest. Jim, you want to come be a guest, brother?
I would definitely be open to that. I will. John, I will drop you a text with my current contact info. You all have a wonderful day. I love the show.
Jim, thanks, Jim. Listen, let's connect on LinkedIn as well. We'll get you connected. We'll get you into the show and hang out with us very soon. How's that sound? Okay.
That sounds great, man. Y'all have a great Monday.
Great to see you, brother.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Jim Glassman joining us. Marty.
Hey, John, can you find some footage of this stuff? I know you got to have something, man.
Yeah.
You got to have something.
I'll dig back through shit. It's like, it's.
I agree, Marty.
This is back, like, I'm trying to think what year we were talking. We were talking like early 2000s, back before, camera phones. There wasn't as much shit captured at that time. That makes sense.
Yeah.
5-6 years later, there was, you do something, the fucking shit circulating all over the fucking internet. But what platforms were even going at that time? I don't even think camera phones had been invented. We were on fucking flip phones.
Yeah, I had a Palm Treo, John. Remember those Palm Treos? One of those. There's the BlackBerry, the Palm Treo. You probably kind of remember it, but we were, as you were doing that, the world was slowly shifting to camera phones and so forth. So, John, you'd be looking probably for digital cameras or old SD cards, or even analog photos that we can rescan. But I'm with Marty, man. If there's anything you can find, would love to share. Would love to find it and enjoy some of that content with you. I'm sure you have some great footage, bro.
I know I could find some stuff like that was actually went to TV that were like, that would be easier. I could just send a couple of videos where, it was where it was basically broadcasted. But then of course it's a little bit more produced, but it's still cool.
That's so cool. Yeah. So John, we're going to do a lifestyle tip and reset here for quickly, but back to Glassman. So you guys were joking around size and he's like, yeah, it was 340. Now it was like 300. So we're talking.
He's texting me right now. Perfect. So we got. Jim also reach out to Keith because he does all the scheduling.
Thanks, brother. So what is he? 6 foot, 6'5"? Like how big, Johnny?
Probably 6'4". I mean, he's a fucking beast of a man.
Yeah, really, eh? That's fucking
really.
incredible.
Oh yeah. And he even said he was 350. I short sold him, so he was 350 pounds.
That's awesome. That's so
and in those days too. In those days, that was fucking huge because you didn't have the 400 pounders hadn't entered the equation yet.
No kidding. Hey, John, did you ever cross paths with Mark Henry? Seriously, in your career anywhere? Or is there an age difference? Probably big age difference, I'm thinking too, maybe, eh?
Well, he was kind of like he started off in, Jesus Christ, I think he was the strongest ever teenager.
Really?
So he was like, Mark Henry is like a unbelievable. He probably had more potential and strength than any other human. He just, basically, he went to wrestling. They offered him so much money in wrestling.
The guy.
But yeah, no, we've bumped into each other. We don't really know each other with a lot of mutual friends, but the dude is a fucking bona fide stud. I mean, there's some of the shit like that should have been a work in wrestling were fucking real. Like
really,
he broke things. Absolutely.
Well, that video Marty dropped yesterday from TikTok with Mark Henrik, I was inspired by it because I know the guy's story, but didn't know the guy's story.
I didn't know that.
Beast.
That's part about his story.
He's a fucking monster.
Like fucking, I think it like as a teenager, I want to say he squatted 900 pounds, and this is back before all the equipment was there. This is just a fucking dude that is just fucking cock strong.
Well, he's huge. He's a huge man. And then what was it, Marty? He lost his mom, right? His mom died, and he's like, switch went off, and he's like, I got to go and become the greatest ever. And I think he did along the way. Like, incredible.
Well, then what happened was a guy named Terry Todd, who's now passed, our rest in peace. He was kind of like one of the original fucking lifters, right? Yeah. He kind of became a strength historian, and he's the one that produced the strongman portion of the Arnold Classic. He was pretty tight with Arnold.
Oh yeah.
And so he actually took Mark, lived with him for years, took him in because he basically understood. Terry Todd understood that he was looking at potentially the strongest human that ever walked the planet.
No shit. Hey John, I know Jimmy. I know I'm off track. But I got one last quick question for Johnny. John, why did the Arnold Classics, or maybe I'm not understanding it, but why did the Arnold? Here's my question. Why did the Arnold Classic stop the strength portion? Because they have.
No, they don't.
It's still there.
It's bigger than ever, dude. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I misunderstood. I thought the Arnold Classic was bigger more on the the posing physique side, but the strength side is still there, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, the Arnold Classic is the most. It's the most prestigious. They only bring in. It's invite only.
Okay.
If you're not like deep in the top 10.
Yes.
You don't get an invite. So they'll bring like the top 10 in, but then they'll have like 2-3 alternates there. So somebody is out. They've got people to put in.
I've misunderstood because I've always known the Arnold Classic more like the traditional, from my point of view, like the bodybuilding, the posing.
Well, it started off there. The Arnold Classic literally started as a bodybuilding competition.
That's what I thought, John. Yeah.
And then it evolved into this fucking massive expo.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The Arnold Classic is the biggest expo in the fucking world.
Yes. No, I know that. I didn't realize until I saw the Mark Henry thing, actually, Marty. I didn't realize that. Like, again, John, you're right. My perception was the Arnold Classic was very much caught up in the bodybuilding world. I didn't realize that they added the strength side of it and that it has the impact that it has here today. So,
yeah.
That's the one in Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I know people that's been in there and competed there.
Yeah. Like if you like in bodybuilding, you almost now don't know. I mean, the Olympia is still the highest title, but I think the Arnold Classic may shoot by it because Joe Weider had a deal with Arnold. Basically, Arnold said, "Hey," because Joe Weider's kind of the one who put Arnold on Front Street.
Yes.
And so Arnold said to Joe, "Hey, I want to do this competition." He said, "That's fine, but just don't compete with the Olympia, please." So when Joe died, Arnold was like, well, my promise was to him, not the contest.
Yeah.
And so he's been pushing the limits. Like he started raising the prize money. So now the prize money for the Olympia is like $600,000 for first place. And it would never be that way if Arnold wasn't raising his purses.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, let's do a reset here. Good morning, everybody. We're going to do a reset with John Anderson, Lifestyle Tip. We're going to come back hour 2 here, and 5 weird tricks that kill cravings and a bunch of other things coming up on hour 2 with Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, Marty, Jim Glassman, and everybody else. Jimmy, let's run it.